My name is Weam Namou, and I'm an author, journalist, and filmmaker. About 4 years ago, a family approached me to write a story about their daughter, Dawn Hannah. She was accused of conspiring with a man from England, with him selling telecom equipment and sending it to Iraq during the sanctions. Shortly after she was sentenced, 2 CIA operatives came out and said that Dawn had no idea that this was a U.S.-sponsored project that was intended to listen in on Saddam and his men. She had no idea that it was going to Iraq. She thought this whole time that it was going to Turkey.
Me and Dawn never talked about sending the equipment to Iraq, no.
Dawn's family was ecstatic about this new information. They were happy that the CIA operatives came out to clear up Dawn's name. They thought that these sworn affidavits were going to prevent their daughter from going into prison. However, the court felt that this new information did not warrant a new trial. They did not dispute the fact that this was, in fact, a U.S.-sponsored operation intended to listen in on Saddam and his men.
And I don't believe that you in any way thought you were doing anything that would support terrorism. What I do think happened here is you were greedy, and I think you let your greed get the best of you. And for that, you are paying dearly.
When I read the transcripts for Dawn's trial, and when I saw the amount of effort that her family used in order to try to get her out, to clear up her name, to bring justice to her, when I saw the difficulty in trying to straighten something out that obviously shouldn't have even happened in the first place, I kind of sensed the same type of environment, the same type of political atmosphere that my family and I grew up in when we lived in Iraq. I mean, this was the kind of political climate that caused us to leave our birth country and come to the United States. Conscientiously, I felt like it was my responsibility to tell the story. I felt that if the government can do something like this, where a person can receive an unfair trial and a whole family can be torn because of the government's act, I felt it's my responsibility to bring this kind of information through this family story forward, to bring awareness about it. And I feel like as a nation, given what the CIA operative said during the interviews, we're very much politically unfit. We need to really understand what's going on, what our government does and how it does it, and how every decision they make, how they affect our lives. I believe that artists, writers, and filmmakers have a responsibility to not only share their talents with others, but also for it to have a message, to have a lesson, so that it can serve humanity.